Welcome to Kick Him in the Head, a podcast that takes an inside look at the world of mixed martial arts, featuring interviews from some of the top fighters from South Africa and around the world, with a focus on the EFC and UFC promotions. I'm your host, Yao. Join us as we delve deep into the techniques, strategies, and mindsets of these world-class athletes, learning from their experiences and getting insights into what it takes to succeed in the toughest sport on earth. Welcome to another jam-packed episode of the Kick Him in the Head podcast. As always, I'm your host, Yao, and today I'm proud and thrilled to say I have one of my favorite fighters with me today. Today I have an exclusive interview with Roevan De Beer, a fierce competitor in the cage and a name that we know well in the South Africa MMA world. Roevan is gearing up for a big showdown at EFC 119, and he's here to give us an inside look to how he's feeling about the fight and his mindset going into EFC 119. Roevan, thank you so much for joining us on the Kick Him in the Head podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Amazing. Roevan, I think let's get straight into it. You've got a fight coming up at EFC 119 with the son of Egypt, Moses Mokari. How are you feeling about this fight? We've seen you in, I think you fought twice this year. Sibusiso Sombendle, a prospect in the EFC. Unfortunately, you lost that fight, and then you had the invitational with Mark Penna in December last year. How are you feeling about your upcoming fight with Moses, and how this will essentially impact the trajectory in your MMA career?
This one is a bit of a different mindset. If I can say mindset, you're going to go for the finish and, you go for the win. But it's a short notice, kind of a short notice fight for me, like 3.5 weeks. And the thing is, my previous fight, it was, I don't want to call it a fight because something went wrong there. I'll give it up to Sibusiso. He got the W. But there were things out of my control, after the weight cut that I couldn't, after weigh-ins that went horribly wrong for some reason. So I think everybody could see in that fight that, something went wrong when the second round started. So I'm not looking at that fight anymore. I'm like taking that previous camp, and I'm like, all my hard work is going to be showcased in this fight. So I'm not, not thinking too much about the previous fight. And I also said to the EFC that I want to be more active for them. So taking this short notice fight is my way of telling them, look, I'm serious. I want to fight you when this fight's available, and so on. So, and Moses as a fighter he's a good fighter, entertaining striker. He likes to kick a lot, I see. So what's more nice than getting a guy on one leg to take him down?
That's an interesting stylistic matchup, yes.
Yeah. So training's been good. Sounds like a cliche. I think it's the best I've ever been. Fitness-wise, strength-wise, all that things, weight cut is going good. And like I said, I know their camp. I respect all their guys. It will be a good fight. Win or lose.
Win or lose, it's going to be a great fight. So, more active. You've got quite a lot of experience in the hex, a lot of experience fighting in the cage, and now you want to be more active. How often do you want to fight? And do you see yourself staying in this current weight class, or will you be shifting?
That's a good question for me, from you. The thing is, it's weird because I started late with MMA. Like I only went pro when I was like 30 years old. So the mileage on me is not like a guy that started like at 22. You understand? And if you look at pros' careers, it's like usually 10 to 15 years as a pro. So I've got a couple of years in the bag, and I've been always, because I started late, I had longevity in mind to train smarter, not to get injured, because I had a lot of time to make up because I started late. So the thing is, for me, I feel at the moment, the skill set, the physicality, all those things have, it's it reached each other. It's at the same stage. It's on the same level now. So now I feel I can fight a lot more. I feel more confident in my skill set and all those things, conditioning, everything. I think I just have to showcase it. A lot of people, when I tell them I still need my breakthrough fight, say, "What are you talking about?" But for me, if you see what I can do and what in the gym and what I've done in fights, there's not a comparison between the two fighters. And I want to show people you understand what skill set I have.
Mm.
And I
So,
think the time is right now. Yeah.
so with everything you want to showcase, how have you managed to encapsulate that in this camp? And with that, what's the most entertaining thing that's happened in this camp that you think has helped you just with your mental health in coming up to this fight against Moses?
Let me see. This- Yeah, the thing is, my conditioning is really good. Uh, the thing is, if you look at my fight history, I think the last fight was the first time in 7 years I went to a second round. So you always, are you conditioning all right? Because in the gym it's fine, but you never know in a
Mhm.
fight what's going to happen second or third round, weight cut, all that stuff. Um, so for me, just being at the lower weight at the moment and pushing through and beating, I've got a logbook of myself training for like all the exercises at fitness for like a logbook like 5 or 7 years to look at my stats. Uh, exactly because for a reason, I want to look at that stats when I become older to see, am I still at that level? Am I declining? And then it will also be easier for me to make a decision in the future. If I'm seeing I'm declining, why am I still competing? You understand? But when I'm still improving and still getting better, it doesn't make sense, even with age. It doesn't make sense to stop now. You understand? Um,
Mm.
and well, let's go to the other question about weight cuts. This fight will determine for me if I stay at bantamweight and what I'll do next. I still love competing and it's fun. I enjoy it at the moment. The last fight, I what happened, the whole build up was fun. Just the result wasn't fun, but I enjoyed it very much. So at the moment, I'm enjoying the sport. I'm enjoying the competitiveness and all those things. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I've put in a lot of hard work. I didn't know I was going to fight, but I told myself I had to make a plan after the previous fight to to give myself what's the word, the best possible
More
chance.
active.
And
I
yeah,
see.
so yeah, because I don't want to get out of shape. I want to fight a lot now
Do you
because
see
I
another
also want
title
to.
shot?
Yeah, well, if I beat CBC, so I would have fought for a number one contender probably, like he's going to. So I definitely work for that. I'm always near it with a win or two, and I know I've got a skill set to beat any bantamweight in the world on a day. I know I have that skill set. It just have to come out. I just have to showcase it. So I've had a lot of stop starts in my career, uh, and I don't make it public like some guys. It's like, okay, it happened. It is what it is. So you go on from there. So a lot of people don't understand always why I am like I am, but there's always a reason. One day you'll make a appointment, or you'll make a appointment for another podcast, and then we will talk about stuff like that. It will be quite interesting um, in the MMA game and stuff.
Yes, the title shot against. So you had a previous title shot against Nikwende. Do you see
Yes.
another title
And
shot in the near future?
yes, if I can get a couple of wins, why not? I'm one of the bigger names, most well-known names in South Africa in the division and stuff. And I'm like a unique character, but different from the other guys that's, allowed and, like they need to advertise themselves because their skill set may be lacking or something like that. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Like I said, I enjoy the sport, and I respect everybody that gets in the cage. Um, and Yeah, definitely. If I can get a couple of wins, why not? But for me, at the moment, where usually I like, I'll have to take this fight and that fight to get to a title shot. I'll be maybe I'll be more eager to just accept the next fight. You understand? Not to think too much about it and just take it.
So, respect is the name of the game in MMA, and you've just said you obviously respect everyone. What words do you have for your opponent, Moses, the son of Egypt, Mukari, before your fight at EFC 119?
Moses, I hope you've been training well. It's a big opportunity for you, big opportunity for me. Your last, your next fight is always your most important fight, always. So let's give it a show and let's do it.
Absolutely love that message. The same way as I absolutely love the next segment.
Kick him in the head. Fighter quiz.
Time for my favorite part of this show, Roevan, our little fighter quiz. Don't worry, it's nothing spectacular. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Which celebrity would you like to fight?
Which celebrity?
If you could pick any celebrity, someone famous, someone that we all kind of know, who would you fight?
Sure. I've never even thought about that. Um, so which celebrity? South African, international.
Anywhere.
No, I'm wasting your time. Let, let's say
There could
let's
be,
say
yeah,
hmm, let's say
yeah. No, go for it.
a blue bull rugby supporter after that Super 12 final when the Sharks lost in the end in the dying seconds.
You sound like a diehard Sharks supporter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we know now who Roevan would like to fight. Second question. If you could bring back any historical figure, anyone from the past that you'd like to fight, who would it be?
Who I'd like to fight. Bruce Lee. Everybody
Woo!
knows him. Everybody knows him. If you can take him out, you're set.
That's true. That is very true. That would be a hell of a fight. That would be a hell of a fight. Rovan, thank you so much for joining us on the Kick on the Head podcast today. Looking forward to your fight at EFC 119 at Head Kick Pod on all platforms. You know where to find us. Rovan, can you please give people your social media handles? Where can they find you if they are looking for you?
It's just Roevan De Beer at Facebook and Roevan De Beer Instagram. It's easy. Name is easy. You'll get me. First thing you'll get me is me.
Now you know where to find Rovan De Beer. Rovan, before we let you go, there's just one thing that I need from you that we always end our show with. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go for it.
This is Roevan De Beer. Kick them in the head.
That's right. At Hectic Pod on all platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, salute.